I'm back. I told you I'd be back. I just finished doing the optional case study number 1 for the Silk Road. Now, this video here is going to be case study 2 and case study 3. The reason I'm putting those two together is because case study 3, I'm not going to read anything to you. Maybe I'll just read the questions to you, but you're really just going to be watching a short film and then answering the questions. Case study number 2, though, related to Unit 3, economic globalization, I will read you it. Because what I've essentially done is I have created a role-playing where you are going to play the part of a judge in the International Court of Justice, which is an actual organization that is headquartered in The Hague in the Netherlands, and it is a part of the United Nations. So, I will read you the briefing, and then your job will just be to respond and make your judgment. So, in this scenario, I have created a fictional company, a fictional NGO, and a fictional country. But everything else is legit. So you'll see what I mean. I'm going to read it to you now, and then you're going to write your response. So, the International Court of Justice, Office of His Excellency, the President of the ICJ, Ahmed Yusuf, who is actually the President of the International Court of Justice. The document I'm reading from, it'll be posted in our D2L announcement section, so don't worry, you'll have access to it. So I'm going to read to you the instructions. So, please see the details below about the accusations against Global Ore Incorporated by the San Rafael Labor Front, who accused Global Ore Inc. of economic exploitation. Because you are an expert on economic globalization, you have been entrusted by His Excellency to go through the notes and come to a judgment in favor of which side you deem to be correct. The ICJ thanks you for your work. Good luck. Please type your response on this document. We are hoping to see at least one paragraph. Please provide specific evidence from your knowledge to show us you have been thorough in your work. Should you have any questions, we have access to another expert in the field of globalization. You can contact Mr. Belcastro. He is prepared to help answer any further questions. So essentially what I've done there is I've made a little way of saying I just want a paragraph response. So here are the trial details. Within the country of San Rafael, please don't look it up because it's not actually a country, the non-government organization, NGO, the San Rafael Labor Front, or the SRLF, has brought charges against Global Ore Incorporated due to its control over wages, the consistent damage it has done to the environment, and the taking of revenue that could aid in the creation of social programs for the people of San Rafael. Global Ore Incorporated has rejected the claims of the San Rafael Labor Front as a false. They've claimed them as false and argue that it has provided opportunities for the people to find employment. They highlight the impact they have had on San Rafael's economy. They also highlight that they are strictly following the protocols and national laws related to the environment. Global Ore Incorporated is countercharging the San Rafael Labor Front for acts on which it has labeled terrorism. They argue that the San Rafael Labor Front, their ad campaign has damaged the international reputation and has lowered stock market values. They are also stating that equipment has been damaged and are seeking the San Rafael Labor Front for compensation. So, those are the details. Here are the charges that both sides are claiming against the other. So, the San Rafael Labor Front's charges. The SRLF is arguing that GOI is deliberately paying their mining workers lower wages to maximize their profit. They claim that the work these people are doing is very dangerous, and because of that should be receiving at least twice as much. They cite numerous laws passed by the San Rafael Parliament. They also argue that the GOI has begun to mine in areas that were considered off limits to any industry because the area in question is a part of the San Eleanor Forest, which is home to many indigenous communities. This violates international law set out by the United Nations on human rights issues. Finally, they argue that the GOI has grown to be one of the richest companies in the world, while San Rafael's economy has slowed down. The people are in need of better social programs that could be financed from taxes on the revenue of the GOI. SRLF is accusing the GOI of using funds to support politicians who are in favor of their position. So essentially, bribery. Now, these are the Global Ore's charges. Global Ore is accusing the SRLF for damaging its public image on a global scale. They claim that at their recent shareholders meeting that the value of the company has dropped 15% and they have had to lay off workers to protect against serious financial consequences. They argue that because of the mining areas they have set up, the people have access to jobs that would never have existed if it had not been for the GOI. They further state that this has and will continue to boost the economy of San Rafael. They have also stated that SRLF has perpetrated acts of terrorism. They have damaged several heavy-duty drills that are essential to the mining operation. When asked to produce evidence, we have received photos of the damaged equipment, but the video security cameras have been damaged, so we don't have videos of this. Gasp. Okay, now those are the charges. Here is the review and decision. Please review the document and your notes on this subject and write your response below. Once you have sent in your decision, it will be passed on to His Excellency for verdict, and you will be informed of the ruling. Should you disagree, please feel free to write the President's aide directly, and they will be in contact. Thank you again for your contribution. So on page 3, that is where you're going to write your response. So again, if you have any questions, please let me know. So that is case study 2. Case study 3 is entitled No Reservation, and it's a film study. So I'm going to read you the instructions, and then you'll start working on it. Your task is the following. Watch the short film No Reservation, a satirical representation of a very real problem of decisions between human rights or economic development. You will answer the questions below as they relate to people's responses to globalization. While you were watching, think about the events that were taking place in Canada this year. So essentially, you're going to make a copy of this document for yourself and answer the questions under each question. That's redundant, but this is how you make a copy. So on the top right, you see where it says File. You go down, it says Make a Copy, and you'll make a copy for yourself, and then you'll share that copy with me. So the film is there, that link. If you click it, you'll get to the film. So you're going to answer the following questions. How is this an issue related to quality of life? Question 2, how does the Charter of Rights and Freedom, what does the Charter of Rights and Freedom say about how this issue should be resolved? Question 3, Canada is not seen as having a water scarcity problem, but could this become a problem for everyone? Question 4, how is resolving this issue a civic responsibility for everyone? And the last question, is this short film a pro or anti-globalization project? So, answer those questions on this document. Share it with me when you're done. Make sure you make a copy for yourself, though. And that's it. Once you're done that, I will mark them, and then you'll get your bonus marks. And I'll put those on the lowest marks that you have, and then you'll see a boost. So that is it. Best of luck. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you on Wednesday when I post your final exam. So see you then.